Now, first, does the arising of things in dependence upon causes and conditions does your reflection of, wow, I guess I shouldn't wear it, and pound my hand on the, okay. Does your reflection on the arising of a phenomenon in dependence upon causes and conditions conform with the way you usually see things? Or does it add something? Or does it challenge the way things appear? Now, when I say the way you usually see things, I mean the way things appear in sense perception. Now, we're sufficiently educated so that we know that this house didn't just manifest itself. We know it was built. We know there are carpenters. We know there was wood involved and blah, blah, blah. All sorts of things, right? So we know that. But how does it appear to our senses? Now, you can't say it appears to be permanent, partless and all that, but it appears to exist in and of itself. Appears to exist from its own side. And unless you can catch hold of this appearance, you might think that dependent arising would conform to the way things already appear to you. Like, where's the half sandwich that I brought with me to eat this noon from yesterday? It's in my car, which is over there. Okay? So now that half sandwich is appearing to me, right? It's one of, Subway things. It is over there. Everything is seen as over there. In itself. Now, if you ask me, was it made? Give me a break. Of course it was made, I will say to you. Made from all sorts of things, some of which I may not want to think about. But that original appearance, that thing that I'm pointing at, maybe it's a vile thing to say on Sunday morning, but if you went back to your apartment or house and it had fallen down, would you be surprised? It's like, give me a break. Of course I would be. However, if you know, why are you surprised? I think because it seems to exist in and of itself. So when causation works on it, it's like, how could that happen? If you know the causes and conditions that are involved in your house, it can easily fall down. Of many causes. The great mass of fire under Cascadia doesn't have to, explode and come out for your house to fall down, but that's one of the ways it can fall down. There was some geologist in this area who began studying this, and he said as soon as he found out the state of what's going to happen, he took out insurance on his house. It's not funny. And why would we think the present is going to remain as it is? Why are we amazed when we look in the mirror? Why are we amazed when our knees give out? Our back. Why are we amazed when our friends leave us, either by death, sickness, insanity, hatred? Why would we think, I didn't think you could ever hate me? Sorry. Why? Doesn't our amazement at change, it doesn't have to be as big as your house falling down, but even that, everybody's so amazed that, not everybody, so many people are so amazed that the World Trade Center would fall down. It's made by causes and conditions, it's ready to fall down. And if you don't keep working at the causes and conditions, even your house will fall down, right? It rots. So there's a teaching about disintegration in this system, which is that it's worded very cutely. It says the disintegration of these things, all of these compounded things, is uncaused. Now you got it, I think. She nodded her head. For something to disintegrate, it only needs to be produced. The causes of its production are the causes of its disintegration. Now, of course, there's grosser disintegration. You leave iron out in the weather, it'll rust and so forth. But the momentary change of everything is just part and parcel of these things. Disintegration is a great uncaused disintegration. It is caused. It's caused by the very causes and conditions that produce the phenomena. The causes and conditions that produce it are such that they cannot produce it such that it will stay for a second moment. Not even a second moment. But because you look similar to how you did before, right? You'll have the sense that, this is the same person. Well, it's not, you weren't Mary Grace before and Joe Blow when I came back, but there's a later, right? I'm meeting with a later continuum of Mary Grace today than of yesterday. Never mind 2 years ago. 2 years? And then, of course, some of us undergo more radical changes and say, you've changed a lot. uncaused disintegration. Ah, it's beautiful. So we often think something has to act on it to make it change. It's going to change anyway. Now, the things that act on it can radically make it, change in some really gross ways. But it's changing anyway. So, right with every moment of our perception is a false quality of these objects, which if you can notice it and get a hold of it, then you'll see that dependent arising in dependence upon causes and conditions, contradicts the way it's appearing. And arising in dependence upon causes and conditions also shows you how you can change the future. The future is going to be shaped by what we do. So it's said, if you want to know what you were doing in the past, look at your body, the type of body and situation you're in now, because that was caused. That tells you what you were doing in the past. And if you want to know what your situation will be in the future, look at what you're doing with your mind. Uh-oh. Sometimes I think in politics even, sometimes people understand well how many causes and conditions it takes to sustain, maintain, never mind develop, but just to maintain what we have. And sometimes other people have the sense that it's going to stay this way forever, no matter what we do, to it. And that, just ain't true. I'm getting over a cold, so it's always embarrassing to blow your nose when you're mic'd up, but I don't know. Maybe that'll remind you of what's really inside all of this beautiful skin.